Welcome to the House of Kins, everyone. This is Fuket, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a thumbnail my way. So first off, you have to have Photoshop. Any version is fine. As long as you have Photoshop. You can try the 30-day trial if you want. And it's pretty much the same stuff. So what you want to do first is go to File and start a new project. The dimensions have to be 1280 by 720. So click OK. And it is time to open up a few of my projects here, my files. I'm not going to go through the opening, so I'm just going to go through this folder. So, I have a bunch of stuff in the events of bowling. That's an example. You can do whatever you want. So, first off, get a background, as a background is very important. A background that actually fits with the theme of the video. So, next up you want to have the headless body. Now I've already erased the head and the neck. You have to erase as much as you can, have no skin in the head and the neck of this person's shirt. So just stretch it out as much as you can, scale it up to as much as you can. And actually that's a little too much. I think that would be good. Next up, get the head. Now, this is what it originally looked like. Just erase all of those unwanted parts and you get this head. Now, scale that down so it fits a little bit with the body. Now, if your neck and your head does not fit with it, basically erase. Use this brush, because it'll make it blend with the other neck from later on that I'm going to show you after this. And after you've done this, take your neck that you searched out of Google and scale that up to where you think would fit perfectly with your person or your head, and put it under headless body. Now it still doesn't look right, the color's not right at all, so go ahead and take that, put color overlay, and darken that just a bit, make it blend a little bit with your body. Now I look a little bit retarded right now, so I'm gonna have to erase some parts here. That's a little too much. I think I'm good. Hold on. Now let's put this to 50% of zoom. And that actually looks pretty good. So now you want to do is, this is pretty optional, you can give it a little bit of blur. We'll make a second layer, a duplicated layer for this. And then give it a box blur or whatever blur you want, but I prefer box blur. And give it 50 and it makes it look very shiny out there. And if you want, you can put a little bit of noise too, but it doesn't matter, it's your choice. And merge these up, and if you want, you can mess with the color corrections or mess with the brightness, give it that little look. And that is pretty much the gist of how I make thumbnails. It's simple as that. Just headless body, or you can just use your body overall and just max yourself out. Max yourself out of the background. It'd be a lot easier if you have like a green screen stuff, but yeah, mask yourself out and put yourself on there. You're pretty much good to go, and erase all the white parts, the unwanted white parts, or parts that are still a little bit of the background. So I don't know if this helped or not, but I hope it did. So if you want, you can do some other crazy stuff here. You can also give the box blur to your character and do some wacky stuff. That's a little too wacky. Okay, you know what? That does not look good at all, so just leave that out. But you'll understand what I'm talking about. You can just mess with the you can just do this and maybe put it back here behind the other head, the original layout, so it makes it blur out and make it look like it blends a little bit in with the background, since the background is already box blurred. So that is it for creating my thumbnail, and yeah, it's pretty simple. Oh, and one more thing, once you finalize it, you can also convert the smart object and give it a inner shadow. Well, it's not detecting it, so because it's outside of the layer, but just copy it and now it detects it. You can give it a little bit of that cinematic look if you want. It's not too cinematic, but it seems to blend it in with the background a little bit. So yeah, so that's the gist of making a thumbnail, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped. So stay awesome kittens, stay awesome cats, stay awesome philosopher army. I will see you then.